These are 3 skills you need to have if you want to speak a new language. I speak 4 languages, and having these skills help me more than anything else. First one is being okay consuming content that you don't understand. Consuming content was a huge part of what helped me learn Portuguese and French, and I did this from day one, even before I could understand anything. One, so I could get the feel for like what the pronunciation was like day to day from native speakers, and 2, so that I could start listening out for repetitive words, because I knew that if a sentence is repeated throughout all this content, it should be something that I should know right away. The second skill is being okay with not sounding like yourself. When you start learning a new language, any word you try to say is gonna sound weird because you're not speaking your own language. But a lot of people take this and they get discouraged. They say, oh, this language is too hard. I don't sound like myself. But once I accepted that, okay, I'm not gonna sound like myself because this isn't my language, I was able to focus more on my pronunciation and be a little bit more open to the new sounds of the language, which eventually led me to having a really good accent in both the languages that I learned. And the last skill is not being afraid to talk to natives in the language. My goal for learning these languages was to talk to native speakers, build friendships in other countries, and be able to interact with locals whenever I'm traveling. But people think that because that's the end goal, those conversations should only happen at the end when you're already fluent. When in reality, talking to native speakers is actually what gets you fluent, not what you do once you're fluent. Talking to native speakers helps you build confidence in your speaking ability because the moment itself is so nerve-wracking. So it gives you a real depiction of what your level is at and what places you need to improve. They can recommend words or phrases that wouldn't show up on Google Translate or Duolingo or anything, that at the same time make you sound way more native. And so the fact that I wasn't afraid to talk to native speakers early on allowed me to learn these words and phrases very quickly and shorten the time that it took me to get fluent in the languages. I'm planning on learning Korean next year, and right now I know like maybe 3 Korean phrases, but best believe every time I meet a Korean person, I'm saying those 3 phrases because I want to practice as much as I can every time I get a chance to. So if you don't have at least 2 of these skills, you know what to work on.